With activity.
Forecast first, powered by Mississippi Power.
Showers and storms, not necessarily both possible today, but there are some afternoon showers that could pop up in the area, more so on the spotty side, but definitely more humid today than the last few days. We'll tell you why that is and take a look at those rain chances in just a bit. That's your forecast first. Wxxv News at 5 starts right now.
Coming up, the U.S. conducts overnight airstrikes on military facilities linked to Iran. We'll tell you why the operations were conducted. Plus, we're one day out from National Drug Take-Back Day. More on where you can drop off those unwanted prescriptions coming up. And a bit later, a reminder about an overnight closure of I-110 in Biloxi taking place later on in the weekend.
Your news live right now. WXXV News 25.
Good morning, South Mississippi, and happy Friday to you all. So glad you could be joining us here for our first hour of WXXV News 25 today. Trey, well, Friday mood.
Friday mood, my friend.
Friday feel.
It's a nice day.
Nice day. It's a good start. Yeah. I can already tell.
Yeah,
so
we'll take it.
We will take it.
Doesn't feel like late October.
No, it doesn't. I was thinking about that yesterday afternoon, you know, with some of the warmth still in the air. I was like, okay, yeah. Not quite an October feel, but
right.
There's always November coming up. So.
Oh, yeah, there's always November, and we got a front on the way, which we'll get to in a bit.
Sounds good. That sounds good.
We'll stay on the heat wave while we're at it.
But, yeah. I like that. But first, before we talk about any of that, let's get to our hometown hellos from our Facebook page.
Let's do it. First up today, our friend Craig Martin says hello from Perkinston.
Yeah, loyal viewer there. And our friend Cindy Wood is watching as well. Thank you guys for watching. And just a reminder, you can go to our WXXV 25 Facebook page all morning to add to the list of where you're watching us from. So, good start.
Yeah. Great start, and even better morning into early afternoon. We'll actually see cloud cover, not as built up as yesterday, but there's a chance for spotty showers through the later half of today. Not necessarily, like I said yesterday, same old thing. Not going to be a washout by any means if you do start seeing those showers around your area. But the good news is, even though 5 at noon starts right now.
Coming up, the U.S. conducts overnight airstrikes on military facilities linked to Iran. We'll tell you why the operations were conducted. Plus, we're one day out from National Drug Take-Back Day. More on where you can drop off those unwanted prescriptions coming up. And a bit later, a reminder about an overnight closure of the I-110 in Biloxi later this weekend.
Your news live right now. WXXV News 25.
Welcome to News 25 at noon. I'm Spencer Pullen. Now, here's our meteorologist Trey Tunnison with a quick look at your weather. Trey, happy Friday, my friend. How's it feeling outside?
Oh, it's feeling nice. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great. It's Friday. Can't complain.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, it's a nice Friday out there. I had a lot of people tell me it does feel nice out there. Nice, well, good, whatever you want to label it. It's feeling good, and it's nice and
Continue. That's your forecast first. WXXV News 25 starts right now.
Coming up on News 25 at 5 o'clock, a mental health summit was hosted earlier today for 2 high schools addressing the crisis affecting schools.
I'm Brooke Parker in Biloxi. A group of skateboarders are looking to revitalize this area under the I-110 bridge. I'm going to tell you how they're working with the city to make it happen.
Plus, we'll tell you about some spooky events to be on the lookout for ahead of Halloween.
Your news live right now. WXXV News 25.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on News 25 at 5 o'clock. I'm Lori Beering. Students in Pascagoula and Gaucher, along with community leaders, gathered this morning for a mental health summit to address a mental health crisis affecting our schools and communities. The keynote speaker, Emma Benoit, spoke about a failed suicide attempt in 2017 as a result.
5 degrees. That's your forecast first. WXXV News 25 starts right now.
Tonight on News 25, Drug Take Back Day is this weekend. If you have anything you no longer need, We'll tell you where to bring it. In health news, someone has a stroke every 40 seconds in the United States, how you can prevent this medical emergency. And we'll tell you about a senior Halloween spectacular happening right here on the coast.
Your news live right now. Wxxv News 25.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on News 25 at 9 o'clock. I'm Lori Beering. We start with a few traffic reminders. MDOT has announced a temporary lane closure and an overnight closure of I-110. The closure will take place starting at 9 a.m. Sunday, October 29th, until 4:30 a.m. on Monday, October 30th. The right lanes of I-110 in both directions from Rodriguez Street to the drawbridge will be closed from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., followed by the closure of all lanes